Jeannie ngay tukngasugit. Shit.
Perfect. I do it all the time.
Oh, naksarira.
Lang ang misong
Oh, we have Kleenex over here.
I know, it should be here.
Yeah, there you go. 비교시갔대.
Okay.
You've been interpreting since childhood. Can you remember the first time you had to step into that role for your mom?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I was 8 years old. It was my second year in our second language class. I went to French. And I think we started French in grade 2.
하는것이 하늘리게 깨나고. Yeah. At ilino ha늘리게 basungalo.
Amorlogo.
하루나tin.
Okay. Yeah, I was grade 2. What's grade 2? 7 or 8?
7?
7.
7 years old? Around
7
there.
years old, that's when I started my second language, like any other class in Nunavik. Eh? And grade 3, it was our second year in French, full-time. First year was half-time, second year in French was in grade 3. And my mom brought me and told me I'm going to interpret for her to see what kind of trouble I've been making.
At school?
At school. So
You were making trouble?
Of course. Of course. All my classmates were boys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many were you in that class?
13?
Oh
14?
my goodness.
Yeah.
And you were the only girl.
Yeah. There was another girl, but she was not in class quite a bit. So she brought me and she said, I'm going to interpret for her and I have to tell the truth. And of course, my teacher talked about good stuff, positive stuff, but there's always improvements to be made, right? Tara. She said that I compete with the boys too much and I try to finish everything too much, so I need to slow down. Tara.
So you interpreted that into Inuktitut.
Yeah. And then in Inuktitut,
Yeah.
she told me not to do this. And I had to interpret that to the teacher. What she told me to the teacher. So that was my first experience. And 3 times a year, about, if she's Hanok, if I'm at home and she's going to report cards, I would go with her. She would take me. So I would conveniently play outside when I know it was report card day.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't have to interpret
No.
for your mom.
No.
Because tell us why your mom needed an interpreter.
Oh, my grandmother, actually, she raised me. She was unilingual. So she only knew a few words in English, but nothing in French.
So apik. Ginaw mga akpit, suna yung mga akpit. Please tell us who you are and what you do, and also how we know each other.
Oh, we know each other. Jeannie Nayoumealuk, originally from Inuk. I moved here in 2014 to Montreal, officially, and I've never been back since. I've known you since what? We were early 20s?
I guess so.
You were not in Junior Ranger.
No.
No. I was living in Kuchot. That's when I met you.
Yes, that's true.
You too.
Yeah.
From Isuak Civic. Yeah. And
So special the way that we met.
yeah. Amalo. I think our sobriety date was 1 day apart or 1 week apart.
I think 1 day apart because I added a day to my sobriety date because I was so hungover that I was convinced I still had alcohol in my body. So I added an extra day. But yeah.
What date was that? I don't remember.
March 27.
March 27.
What year?
I don't know the year, but I've been sober for 18 years.
Wow.
2006, 2007.
Yeah, it was.
Mine was 2006. 1 year apart.
1 year apart.
1 year apart.
Ile.
Yeah. Because I went to rehab in 2006. I was 26 then.
I was 20 something. You'll never know.
But it was amazing how we met because I was a new board member for Isuak Civic and had become sober. And there was not a lot of people my age who were drinking before and sobered up. And it was so nice to meet somebody.
We clicked right away.
Yeah.
I remember going for a walk to a meeting. I feel like that's my first memory of you. Like just we were walking, I think, to a meeting or something.
I remember that. I think you were walking from Isuak Civic.
From Isuak Civic to the Catholic Church.
Yeah, I remember that day. Aliana Simara, I really enjoyed meeting someone about my age who was also into being sober.
Yeah. Yeah, because today, 18 years later, we're seeing it more and more.
Yeah, a lot more.
It's so good to see Inuit who are choosing to live a sober lifestyle.
It's so hard to be sober though. It is.
Yeah, especially in Nunavik. I would imagine. I live in Montreal. But I would imagine it being harder to be in Nunavik, where there are not much resources, places, and people that you can find support from.
I think we were very lucky in Kudja because we had AA meetings every week, and we were receiving clients at Isuak Civic.
So we were like motivation. The hub of anybody who was going to be sober was there. So that was lucky for us.
Yeah, because to have a sober lifestyle, we need a network of sober people just to be able to reach out to, just to be honest with, and who understand the struggle, because isolation is what makes us suffer a lot. So just having people that we can relate to makes a huge difference in sobriety.
I was sober for 5 years then. Then on my last day of my university exams, I said, I'm going to treat myself. It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I started drinking again for another 5 years.
How did it feel?
I felt free from AA.
Yeah.
Tekane that time.
Because sometimes it feels like you're supposed to be
a certain way.
Yeah, you're automatically put in this category. Like you have to be good. You have to do everything right. You have to stay sober. You can't make any mistakes. And that's a lot of pressure.
That's the 12-step program?
No, but I mean just being sober and what people view you as, and like that if you're not sober at any of that time that you failed,
Okay, yeah. And like that may work for some people and that may not work for other people. And that's what we have to understand, hey? Yeah. So you went to university?
I did.
Yeah. What did you study?
Human resources management.
Hey.
And I took some extra courses that were not really required for my program that I was kind of interested in. And one of them was business.
Okay.
And that was my favorite one. My one and only business class.
Hey.
Yeah.
Which makes it really useful because now you are the owner, 100% owner of Apataka Translations.
Yeah.
How long has it been now? It's still fresh.
3 years last week.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow. Yeah, 3
and
years.
You're busy, hey?
Oh my goodness.
So busy.
Yeah.
And we're so proud of you.
What an
I'm so proud of you.
important job.
Oh, it's so
Service.
needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's full-time.
And hard.
Completely
So
unhard.
hard.
No resources.
Like not.
Yeah.
It's like you invented something out of thin air that has been so needed for so long, but wasn't around. So.
Because most of us interpreters are freelancers. And now we have Apataka, which I also take contracts from. Thank you.
We need you.
Your business has a really good reputation. Every time someone like the topic comes up, do you do work for Apataka? Yes, I love it. They pay right away. They always say that
really
they pay right
well.
away.
Yeah.
and they pay well.
Yeah.
We wanted to make a business model. It took us about 3-4 years to really think about or figure out how it's going to work for interpreters, translators. And from my own experience, I used to think, oh my goodness, I can't wait 6 weeks. At one time when I did interpretation back in 2010, 11, I did 4 days and I didn't get paid for 9 months. And I missed a month rent. And I said, that's not how you treat people.
Yeah.
And I'm the one who's begging for my payment. It's so embarrassing to ask
they
for
need
money.
your skill. Yes, it is. Even me as a wholesaler of our products, like I find it so frustrating that still I have to beg for our payment for something they want from us, and we put our time, our energy, our effort in advance for them. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I often feel that people who don't pay contractors on time, maybe they've just never been in that position themselves. Like they're not relating to what that means to a person who's waiting for that.
Yeah, that's true.
I understand the government regulations. They have their own regulations where they don't pay for 30 days, 6 weeks. But a lot of the organizations can pay as soon as they receive the invoice and put it in their system, which take a week or two. But 9 months?
That's ridiculous.
That's way too long. At the end, I said, you know what? Forget it. It was $2,400. I said, I don't want it anymore. It's too long. You want to keep it? I guess you can have it. So from that experience, I wanted to put Paul's business. He has a lot of business experience.
Who's Paul? For our listeners.
Oh, my other half, my better half. He's my business partner, life partner, father of my baby, our baby. He had his own business before we started Apataka. He was into roofing with his brother, and he made it work. It's still up and running today, and he started that 10 years ago in 2014, 11 years ago. So we were talking about how can we make it work for the business side. How can we survive? Can we pay salaries for everyday workers? And can it work so that we're actually able to hire full-time workers who are going to work 9 to 5 like a regular job, and actually receive benefits, working benefits like housing, trips, sunaluit ko, dental, health, imetulaka. And it was so scary, and we kept putting it off for 4 years, 4 years. And we said, you know what? If we don't go for it now, we'll never do it. So when we were ready, we're like, what are we going to call it? And I browsed the dictionary I had at home. I asked people, family, friends, and we couldn't come up with a name. And we tried so many different names. I don't even remember them. We have a notebook that we had. And I said, why don't we call it ABC? It's pretty much ABC, but in Inuk dito. Apataka.
It's so good.
It's catchy.
So good.
Let's just call it ABC, Apataka. So, okay, let's do it. Apataka translations, yeah?
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, what about the logo? I went on Google how to do a logo, and I found some ideas from there and put it together, drew it, and sent it to our the person we work with for our website and logo.
Yeah.
And they made it into our first logo, which we changed right away. I mean, adjusted right away after a year, after we did our rebranding. So it's much nicer now. It's the way it is right now. And of course, I want to change it.
That's the artist in you.
Like my living room. Yeah, I want to add another A at the beginning and another dot
Okay.
on the A.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe it gives it character the way it is. It's a conversation piece because it was a typo on my part. And it always comes up from people.
Yeah.
I thought, if it's corrected, then we'll never talk about it. So
Right.
I'm stuck in between right now. And if I
Okay.
change it now, that means all of our signatures, business cards, everything we have printed will have to be scrapped.
Yeah.
So I think I'm not decided yet.
Okay.
I think I'm going to keep it the way it is
Yeah.
as a conversation piece. And I think gives it more character that way.
Yeah.
A little typo.
A
You
happy
show what
mistake.
you can do.
Yeah. Little accident. Yeah.
So can you tell us what Apataka does and how many staff you have?
We just made an offer this morning to another position.
Wow.
We have 4 full-time staff right now.
Is that including you or
No.
Okay.
Not including me. There's me and Paul. We run the thing. He does the administration of the whole thing, and we have client manager.
Right.
Yeah. She was our first staff, our first full-time staff. Atingaw hakdaw ko mang lima. Yeah.
Haning.
Yeah. And she just celebrated her first year. Hangay na bigay.
Wow.
She's been with us for a year and a half now, I think. A year and a half. And
That's amazing.
yeah, she's done really good. And we work together every day. We do research, we do proofreading, we do transcription, and she manages all the clients for translation. Paul does the interpretation management, and I mostly do proofreading and research. And I think my 90% of my time is spent researching for Inuktitut words and it can be a headache because I could be stuck with one word for 3-4 days.
Oh, yeah.
And not find it.
Yeah.
Open na ka ni swan me ayo na kento te.
Swan is hutjuk, but dove is something else. I can't remember what
Swan
dove is.
but it
Swan.
was.
She thought I had a swan.
I was
I was
mixed
like,
up with
you
dove.
you thought I had a swan? Like a big swan? She's like, yeah, because you said you got it when it was a baby.
At least they're both white.
Pretty close.
Ay, hutyo.
Hutjuk is swan.
Hutyo na lasikay na mayaka.
Putjunaw rutjaga nilo.
So when you're looking up words that you don't know, what is the process like? How do you research that?
My first time starting at the beginning of the whole thing, I was going through all the Inuit organizations' websites, like bigger government organizations that have their Inuktitut. And I have a dictionary at home from Nayoumealuk, but there was Hanuk. There was no newer words in that dictionary like we use every day, like computer, mining, hospital. And so I started with that. And because there's so many words that you can't find in those dictionaries, we started to make our own lexicon where we can easily just open the document and add or remove or correct. And we've been working on that as a reference for over a year now. And it's made a huge difference. It made a huge difference.
I just came back from Ottawa or Gatineau last week because I interpreted the Parliament Leaders debate. And the Translation Bureau, the Federal Translation Bureau, provided us with each party's terminology.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which were kind of similar to each other, but Inuktitut words don't exist for a lot of the terminology that exists in that field. So we had to come up with words as well. Luckily, we had Mary Nashuk. Do you know Mary? No? She's an experienced federal interpreter. She's from Nunavut. She does the cabinet legislative.
That's hard word.
So she's really good. So it was amazing to have her. Dennis Nakulak was my colleague along with Mary. So the struggle is real when it comes to trying to find words to things like nuclear power plant. That doesn't exist in Inuktitut. But with Mary's experience, I learned that you call that nungusuitu misanavimmarik. A place, nuclear power plant. So it's in Inuktitut, a lot of times we define the word instead. So nungusuituk means something that never disappears. Nuclear. Power plant, Sanavialuk, a big place where you build something. Wow. So it's things like that. Tariff. That's a word that I like in Inuit language didn't exist. So coming up with these, I mean, I was learning that. Like Mary knows that because she works in that government field where they use these terms a lot. But for me, as an interpreter, I was learning a lot of new words.
So what was tariff?
Tariff is daus new virag new tikise new taxi roting.
So
So it's a definition.
Yeah,
so new Tikisei niup taxi rutinga.
Yeah. It can get so long.
Yes. So like in a debate that I was interpreting, like the federal debate, we were talking so fast.
Yeah, hard to
so
keep
fast.
up.
And it's exhausting because as simultaneous interpreters, we're working with two sides of our brains, which is unusual. And we're listening and talking at the same time, which is also very unusual.
And for sometimes one English word, 5 Inuktitut words have to come out. So you're like racing too.
Yeah. So it's a fun challenge, but it's also exhausting. It's rewarding.
I can't do it.
Yes, you can.
That's a special kind of
you can, genius.
It is.
We took the same. We went to this workshop that the Federal Translation Bureau was giving. What, 2 years ago now?
Yeah, about 2 years ago for 5 days.
Yeah,
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like as young. Well, I consider myself young.
Well, you're not 80. So we had 80-year-old people there.
Interpreters from
taking the
Innaarulik.
training, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. As in Nunavik, I think that we're the youngest generation to be simultaneous interpreters. Like Dennis also. I don't know anyone younger. Well, there's TV Matthew who's starting. But it kind of stops here. But we're trying to recruit young people. We're trying to promote this amazing job. But everyone else is older than us. And that couple from Inuvik,
Yeah.
they're the last speakers of their language. And Albert passed away, sadly, recently. Albert and Shirley. Shirley's close to 80. Albert was 80. And they were at this workshop, interpreters workshop. And there's no one else in that language, in the Innaarulik language to interpret. So that shows how it's precious. Our languages, our indigenous languages all over Canada are precious, and some are at risk more than others. But luckily, Inuktitut, I want to say that it's not at risk, but it kind of is at the same time.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it is. I used to work at the school in Kuujjuaq and a bit in Inukjuaq as a substitute teacher. And knowing where I am now and where I came from, I was unilingual until I was 7, 8. And seeing kids at 5, 6, 7 barely speaking Inuktitut, although they have 100% Inuktitut at home, I know the influence is coming from YouTube and the screen.
Yeah.
And because my daughter went to speech therapy, she explained to me that children or humans naturally choose something that's easier.
Right.
Something that they're more exposed. So Alina was more exposed to English.
Yeah.
With her dad, and with me, because I speak to Paul in English, she's 99% of the time exposed to English, and what she's watching on TV, if we're watching TV, hockey is in English. So it's easier for her to grab the English versus me speaking to her one-on-one in Inuktitut.
And no one around,
No.
who speaks Inuktitut also.
Maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks in a year, I'm with other Inuit, like full-time.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for her to grasp. And because she was born premature, it was hard for her to grab the words more. So we were supposed to focus on one language.
Layaw si Mami yung with Innaarulik because his cognitive skills were rough. So that's what the doctor said to us too. They said to Simon, you have to choose one language. And we suggested it's English because all the way up until then we spoke to him in Inuktitut and it was devastating. I still feel like we were so ripped off with that for him, you know. But yeah.
Because listening to a doctor who knows what they're talking about, you put your full trust there.
Yeah, and you had to. I mean, you're desperate at that point to help your child get better and to understand quicker, and especially like Innaarulik's was the speech he had difficulty with, and we just wanted to do anything for him to be able to express himself, you know. So that's what we did. But
yeah, language is hard. It's hard to, because I find language is alive, like living. Mahit suta, because we used to go camping all summer after school. The word tamatikton. I don't use that every day.
Yeah.
But during camping we did. Not every day, but tamatikton ikaruela.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear that word for about 25 years until about a month ago. I know that word. What does it mean? So if you don't hear something constantly, you start to lose it. And living down here for me, I was losing it quite a bit. But because of this business, I think I'm able to upkeep it more and help my daughter learn a word, some words per day.
Yeah.
And she understands me when I speak it to her. And we've seen her showing more interest to learn it.
Yeah.
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 Because of that.
I remember having this conversation with you where every time she's exposed to other Inuit, it gives her more pride.
Yeah.
Like she really wants to learn more about her own culture and her identity. And she's
she's so proud. She tells her teachers that she's Inuit.
Very true.
She's so sweet.
Yeah. So what role do schools play in language preservation?
My opinion?
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
You worked at the school, not just as a teacher, but also a counselor, right?
Yeah. Because of the schools, I can write and read in Inuktitut because they were so strong in telling the school, I guess the community who were part of the education committee, or I don't know who did this, but they insisted that Inuit students learn to read and write up until grade 3. Grade 3,
Yeah. Yeah.
Although
grade 2 full time tema from grade 3 half Inuktitut, half second language.
Yeah.
That
Back
changed
then,
back then it was until grade 2.
Back then for us, we started twice a week in French for 30 minutes.
Okay.
It was starting to be introduced to us, but I think they said it was too early. And because of that, a lot of kids weren't learning Inuktitut writing system.
Right.
And now it's up to grade 3.
Yeah.
So half-time Inuktitut and half-time second language. But kindergarten, grade 1 and 2 is full-time Inuktitut.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yes.
I think it's amazing.
Really big kudos to Kativik at the time for doing that.
Yeah.
That's giving the kids the foundation, right?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that when Harriet gets here. Harriet Giliotak, the Director General of Katavik Ilisang Naliganig School Board.
Yeah.
She's coming in a few days.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Then KI, I found that because I work with some of the teachers there as administrative for the school, but not for the teacher. I was not the principal. Kasi what I learned was I used to order for the school for whatever they needed, just to more like admin, physical admin. Kingo makiyangin ni sunlakani atok tawlak to ni.
Center Director?
Yeah.
Center Director today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Supplies ni I used to order according to what the teacher was requesting.
Yeah.
And I found my most heartbreaking feeling for the teachers, Inuit teachers, was them having to create their own
curriculum.
No, their supplies.
Okay.
Like the second language, French and English, you can just order it online or you can just order it from the company.
Yeah.
So we have a French and English teacher. They come with a list.
Yeah.
I order that. But then Inuk teacher comes with also a list. Where when she receives the book, she's going to print everything and then tape it on those pages.
Oh, okay. In Inuktitut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So curriculum. Yeah.
And and they mga limatse Inuit teachers always stay at the school. They were staying at the school until 7, 8, 9 in the evening.
Yeah, it's a lot of volunteer work.
Yeah.
Just because there wasn't any curriculum. I think it's better now, today, because there's people working full-time in curriculum development in Inuktitut.
Yeah.
But there's still much needed curriculum stuff. Anything like it's also what Tanya does that's making a big difference for kids, like just those Play-Doh molds that you create that Inuit identify with, toys, because we never had toys that we can relate to. We never had, like, I remember the borders.
Yeah.
Like those
apples and pencils.
Yeah, all the time.
Well, guess who's going to make some now?
Yes.
Me.
Good.
Coming on. Yeah.
Like whenever we would see a polar bear, like, oh, great. Finally, something we can relate to. But the rest are like tree, zebra. Like
that's been so big for... That's really what's been driving me too, is just, I was telling the girls upstairs earlier that, like, I so deeply want Inuit children to, from the get-go, from even before it's an afterthought, to be completely proud of their culture, proud of their every single thing that they do to be normal. From the food that they eat to the clothes that they wear, the toys that they're playing with. So when they see when they're going to the store and they see toys that are from the South, a little food kit that has pizzas and tomatoes and eggs, I want our children to have the same things but food that they eat at home, and to be proud of it, and toys that are relevant to them, so they feel normal, so they feel that, what they're watching on TV, the toys they see, the cartoons they see, they don't feel different from that. So it's been a big thing in the past few years that's what we're working on, is just making these things that will build confidence from when they're little, and then hopefully that'll be what carries them through life, and So anyway, a really exciting thing that kind of ties into education is one of our new products that will be available this week, or that we're assembling into sets this week, is our brand new syllabic fridge magnets.
Fun.
Yeah, which is something that everybody has always seen in alphabets and numbers. Like it's a mainstream toy. So we had the idea of making them fun and colorful for Inuit kids. So we're gonna have those sets available very soon.
When?
We're gonna
Order.
put them in. We're gonna put them in bags this week.
I need one.
Amazing. So, what's it like running an Inuit-owned business in such a culturally rooted space?
I know.
We're all three of us here. Well, Laurel as well. All four of us here. We're entrepreneurs, and I don't know for Laurel, but for us, Tanya's always been on her own too. So maybe this doesn't really apply to her, but for us, we were always working for other people under management, being told what our mandate is, what we're supposed to do,
what time you go to work.
Yes, and very there's bureaucracy. It's a colonial system, really. So, what is it like being your own boss, an Inuk, and culturally rooted? So it's not another culture telling you what to do.
Okay.
You're making your own rules, if you will.
I love it. I love it so much. Kasi some days I miss going to a board and say, what do you think? What do we do?
Right.
What can we do?
Because when we own our businesses, we don't have a board.
Sometimes you need an extra brain when you make a decision. We made a decision last fall where we kind of made a mistake in putting too much trust in the contract. And because it was just me and Paul making that decision, I was questioning it. I would love to talk to a board member, but for another opinion from according to their experience. But you can't go to anybody. You have to rely on your own experience, and you don't know what this risk you're taking. What is it going to do to you?
Yeah. Oh, I identify with that so much. So much.
Some days I miss that so much, but that's maybe once a year.
You need a board once a year.
But every day I love it.
Yeah.
I don't have to say I'm going to be late 15 minutes to work, or some days you're so done at 4:00 and say, you know what, I'm going to start making dinner.
Yeah.
And not wait until a certain time. But it really depends on the timeline we have and deadlines we have.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to just up and leave because we have so many deadlines. But some days there's more relaxed days where we can say, let's go for lunch and spend another hour for lunch.
Yeah.
And stop by somewhere and not worry. I love it so much.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
But it's so scary to be on your own because you're not relying on government funding.
It's so scary.
If you don't get up, nobody's going to help you.
When people are like, take a break, you need to take a break. And I'm like, well, who's going to drive the... Yeah.
It's me all the time telling Tanya, you need to relax.
And in my mind, I always think, well, who's going to drive this ship? It's only me. I'm like, if I stop, everybody's going to stop. They're going to fall off overboard and they don't know.
And then there's holidays that come like Easter weekend.
Yeah.
For us, it was like a vacation. By Monday, we're like, I don't know what day it is anymore. This is too much resting.
Because you love what you do. I love what I do. Even though I'm so tired, I have a kink in my neck for like 3 weeks, literally. And all I could think about last night was, I want to go home and work. I want to go home and work. I want to make something.
Yeah, that's what I find. The challenge is when to stop, when to relax, because we're running a business. There's no 9 to 5. You don't leave your work at work when you're a business owner. I too really love being my own boss. And I really can't imagine going back to work.
That's what
someone else.
When you were thinking about leaving your job, I remember thinking, how can I emphasize it more, how much you've got to do it. You've got, not that I would loosely say that to anybody. It's because I believed in you and I knew you could do it.
You can't just tell someone.
I'm not going to tell Chris to leave his job, But I mean, it's so rewarding. I always say people's reaction and their joy they get from what I do is the gas behind what keeps me going, Like, I mean, it's so rewarding. So rewarding.
Dainalo, the other part is, like you said, if you don't do it, you're screwed. If you don't get up, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So what really drives us to keep going is the fear of failing and fear of not putting food on the table.
Yes.
And not only your
which
food,
is really real now,
but other people's
more
food
so.
at this point. It's so scary. It
is.
I said that to you yesterday. I said that to you yesterday. I said I got a lot of people relying on me. Like it's a lot of pressure, and it's almost like, I mean, not to say that that's what they are, but it's almost like hungry puppies that are relying on you, and you can't sleep. You've got to keep going, So it's tough. It's scary
because you have 4 full-time employees, but you have a lot of contractors. That you're paying also.
We do. We have a lot of contractors, but we have a lot of clients too who rely on us to have quality work done.
Yes, and on time. Yes,
and for interpreters, they have to be in earlier than everybody else they're going to interpret for.
So let's talk about the difference between interpreting and translating.
Sure. I'm more of a translator than interpreter. I'm more consecutive than simultaneous.
Okay, so translating is typing. Typing. And interpreting is using your voice. So simultaneous is when you're in a meeting, you're hearing a language, for example, English, and then you speak simultaneously. So at the same time, in another language. So Inuktitut in our case, or vice versa, or French also. And consecutive is when you hear someone speak English, you wait a moment, and then the person stops, and then you interpret. So those are the differences that sometimes people don't yet understand. So,
I like consecutive more than simultaneous because for me, I have too much anxiety when it comes to simultaneous. But I want to stay away from that.
And you want to do what you're good at.
Maybe you should cut that because it's my business.
I can do everything.
I shouldn't be admitting publicly.
I think
think that's a mark of maturity, though, and how you have a good business, because you can't be good at everything, every little piece of everything. So you find, you do the part that you're the best at, and find the people, who
I
can
guess, you're
do the
right.
things that they're good at.
Yeah. So on top of the translations that you do, what else does Apataka provide in terms of services?
We get all kinds of requests, even from China.
I couldn't imagine.
China? What does China want from Apataka?
They want contracts.
Really?
Yeah, they offer themselves and say, if you ever need a Chinese interpreter, I'm here.
Oh,
So,
okay. They want to be interpreters.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of professionals who reach out to us.
Yeah.
But we don't focus on that language.
Yes.
And we don't really want to either, because there's other bigger organizations that they go to, can go to. We're too small for that.
Okay.
And
not yet.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah. And,
okay.
Yeah. Other thing we do every single day is transcriptions.
Yeah.
And
so
I have a love-hate relationship with transcription.
Yeah. So in case people don't know what transcriptions are, what are they?
It's like translating subtitles for a video.
Okay.
So it's either English or Inuktitut.
Okay.
But it's mostly Inuktitut videos that need English subtitles.
It's tedious work.
I used to do that. I love it so much.
Yeah.
But because it's so tedious, I hate it so much.
Yes. I like the rewind.
I don't do that.
No?
No,
okay.
we have a software we use.
Okay.
It's very, very easy.
Amazing.
And user-friendly.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's my favorite, it's because we learn from the elders. Because most of the videos are elder interviews.
Okay, yeah. So that's like a double
whammy. Stone.
It's like hanging out with Inuit elders all day long.
And learning what is good for your business while doing your
because you're enriching your vocabulary at the same time.
And at the same time, we get to fill our lexicon.
Yes.
A lot of the words they use, we don't hear it every day from the younger generation anymore. Of course. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Can you imagine you're 3 years in and your lexicon is how old?
1 year, about a year.
Can you imagine 10 years from now how big that's gonna be?
Yeah.
What you're gonna make your own dictionary.
I was just gonna say
you will have to give it to Louis Jacques Dorier. He needs the best of the best.
Do you have his dictionary? I think he has dictionary. He has dictionaries. Yeah. He has. Yeah. He has like, I don't know, 26 books or something.
Oh, okay. I heard about books, but not a dictionary.
I think he has
something to look into.
Yeah.
Well, we take anything we can get, because we also hire different dialects from Nunavut.
Yeah.
And I don't try to correct that because I don't know what I'm doing. So we have people for that. And we also do Haliriakbait. And if the request is for Haliriakbait from Haniriakbait, which means Haniriakbait is Inuktitut letters.
Yeah.
Haliriakbait is Roman letters.
Yeah, Roman orthography, so English.
Yeah. Not every region in Inuit Nunangat read Inuktitut letters.
Yeah.
And from school they learn Roman Roman reading.
Yeah.
For Inuktitut.
I
didn't know that until 2 years ago.
I didn't know that until now.
You can see it on ITK website which region reads Inuktitut and Roman.
Yeah.
Haliriakbait and Haniriakbait.
Why do you think accurate and respectful translation is critical in Inuit communities?
One is preserving the language the way it is, and it can get so difficult when you have new translators or younger generation translation work, and some can be very literal, word for word literal, which is really difficult to read.
Yeah. like when it's written in English, for example, what's an example I like to use? Two birds with one stone is an expression in English.
Yeah.
But if you translate it into Inuktitut, it just sounds dumb. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So an experienced translator would write the meaning, but not the literal translation, right?
But then you find two birds in one stone, literal translation, and you don't know what you're reading.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense
Out of
in
context,
Inuktitut.
when it's out of context. And if you're someone who doesn't know the expression, you're like, what is this?
Yeah. So for a lot of these reasons, if a translator we're contracting out needs assistance, I mean, we try and offer as much as we can. There's two of us who can work. There's three of us actually who are able to answer questions. Or if, let's say, 10-pager, and you look at the first page, and you'll get the idea of the style for the next 10 pages, and you can have a meeting with the translator and go through it. And it's usually pretty well taken by the translator to try and make it less literal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Because I can't read literal translation. My mind, it just shuts down.
Yeah,
I
no
can't.
wonder.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
wonder.
So it's important to be accurate because, like, also the different dialects in our regions.
Yeah, that's one big thing that we put in our Apataka rule, I guess, policy, where if we hire a translator from a smaller community, they have their own dialect, we try and respect that dialect. Instead of saying this is wrong, we say it this way over there.
Yeah.
More people say it this way.
Yeah.
So it was very hard at the beginning, where you were receiving all sorts of translations, and there's a huge difference between Angava and Hudson. And some organizations want you to separate them according to what they want to advertise.
Yeah.
So if they don't have that special request and we give the work to a translator who's available, we always say we want to respect the dialect of the person who's working on it. We'll look for typos, but we're not going to correct what they use every day and keep it that way.
Right.
And I want to stand strong on this because I find our dialect in each community is unique, and it needs to be just as out there as any other dialect.
Yes.
Yes.
Totally.
And you don't wanna-
Love that.
Yeah.
and have a pressure to conform everything to one
And nobody's
standardized
wrong.
thing that
And that's
doesn't reflect
stressful.
the reality of the communities and people.
Yeah. It shows more respect to
Yes.
the for us, our side anyways, to show respect to the person who is professional.
Yeah, and
Respect
and
to
their
that person.
skill,
Yeah.
skill that they're offering you. You know, that's
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to really put into our policy.
Yeah.
So it's there as much as we can. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're going to end part 1 now.
what that was fast.
That was very fast.
Wow.
So to our listeners, stay tuned for part 2 with our friend Jeannie Nayoumealuk from Apataka Translations. Everyone at home, again, thanks for your support. If you wish to support us further, be sure to head over to our Patreon on patreon.com/northern and join us over on Discord to keep the conversation going. Atsune.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. And now, on with the show.
All right. Welcome back to part 2 of Northern with our friend Jeannie Nayoumealuk from Inuk, owner of Apataka Translations. We were talking about respect when we were ending with part 1. So I want to talk about lateral violence in this segment. Not just lateral violence, also community healing. It's not an easy subject to talk about, but I find it's important. So, what is lateral violence and how does it manifest in our communities, in our northern communities?
Hanuina. I think lateral violence comes in many different forms. And from my understanding, when I first experienced it, I started reading about it when someone said, "You're experiencing lateral violence. It's nothing to do with you, but it has something to do with colonization."
Right. Before we go further, what was it that you experienced? You don't have to name any names.
Or you can. I'll get them.
That's scary. How are you?
Okay.
Yeah. And it's going to cause too much more issues.
Okay.
If I talk about the incident.
That's so beautiful about you, Jeannie. It really is. You're so thoughtful. And I mean,
it speaks to how
much
mature,
of a bigger person you are.
Yeah, how mature, and
because you
also,
totally have the right to, and what was done was really wrong, and you do have the right to. But I think it's so beautiful that you just don't want to add fuel to that.
I don't respond to that. Mm-hmm. I don't argue back. I don't fight other people if I get negative comments. I know it's not about me.
Yeah.
And I don't need to take it personal because I know what I'm doing is fine. I mean, I'm working. I don't need to put my feelings into my everyday works. If work needs to be done, it needs to be done.
Yeah.
I don't need to explain my work. And if when I get somebody with an issue come up to me, I don't respond. Yeah. I don't need to. Yeah. I feel I don't need to. And if I do, I know it's just going to cause argument, fire. Why fight fire with fire?
Yes.
I find that to stop that, you have to use kindness. And to be kind, gives me positive energy. And if I start to be mean, then I find I lose more energy.
Yeah.
So I try to protect myself as much as I can in that sense when I'm being belittled or being whatever, negative.
Yeah.
I put it aside.
Yeah.
And tell myself it's not about me.
Yeah.
And because I'm not going around putting other people down, you're not doing this or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I pretty much stay away and be on my side.
Yeah.
As much as I can.
I have a really hard time understanding people who do that. Who I'm talking about online lateral violence. People like for us who are public. I mean, it's not only happening to people who are public. It's happening all over online, on social media, not just in Inuit communities either. But it for me, it bothers me more when it's our own people who are commenting really negative things when we're just doing our best. We're like, for me, what I too try not to engage with people who are saying mean things to me on my social media. I'll find myself writing a response. Sometimes I'll click post. Sometimes I'll just delete what I just wrote and just delete that negative. I delete negative comments. Whether I reply or not, I just delete negative comments. But what I have a hard time understanding is why. But I do understand why at the same time. But it has nothing to do with me, and it's the person who's sad and angry about their own situation that they don't know how to process within themselves. So they just walk around angry and like spewing acid all over everyone because they're bitter within themselves.
Maybe not why, but how. How do you bring yourself to be so mean?
Yeah. Like, exactly. Yeah. Like, but there'll be times where I just let it slide off my shoulders like rain on a raincoat. Just, nope, it doesn't touch me. But then when it just constantly happens, it just gets to me sometimes. And I'll be talking to like Tanya and like my partner, and I'll be like, why do people have to be mean like that? I'm like, for me, trying to like the content that I post on my social media, it's exercise videos, it's talking about sobriety. And I do this because I believe that we need to talk about positive things, that you can overcome life's difficulties by making healthier choices. You can unlearn negative patterns and go from a very toxic lifestyle to a healthier one by making choices and decisions. And that's what I try and promote a lot from my own experience, because I want people to be healthy and heal and have peace and have good things in their life. And then there's people that say stupid things on my videos like that.
Yeah.
And I can't help but to be bothered sometimes.
It's painful.
It gets to
it
you.
is painful.
It gets to you. And it's painful because we're such a small numbers.
Yes.
We're very small in numbers in our
Nunavik.
region.
In Nunavik, we're 14,000 people.
And everybody knows each other.
That's a tiny, tiny group of people when you look at the global scale.
Yeah.
We're tiny.
We are tiny, but the number for me doesn't matter because we know each other.
Yes.
My people I live with in Laurel, they don't know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're 3,000 people? Nobody knows each other.
Yeah.
But we know each other.
Yes.
We've seen each other grow. We've seen each other negative, positive, whatever. We've seen each other. And when you have a comment that is meant to put you down, you know it's meant to put you down.
Yeah.
And some people know your triggers, how you can go down. And for me, it took me many years to not take it personal.
Yeah.
And today when I get that, I ask myself, did I do that to somebody? Of course, probably. Why? Why did I do it? What was bothering me then?
Uh-huh.
And I try to go back as much as I can because I know someone who does that every single day, negative, and I try to put myself in that person's shoe and ask myself, was I like that? Am I like that? How can I be better so that what I'm feeling right now, because I love that person, is not what I'm exposing other people to from my negativity, because I can be negative. Some days I'm very negative, and I have to remind myself, check myself. Am I making someone feeling uncomfortable from my negative energy? So I've learned a lot, Hanok, trying to understand when I'm attacked by other people's words. I try to put myself in their shoes, and because usually it has nothing to do with me. I think it's when it's random, especially.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, that I can. That I know.
I can't really put my finger on it yet, because it's still brand new to me, understanding lateral violence.
Yeah.
And before I understood it, I did it without thinking. And I know a lot of people do it without thinking.
Yeah.
Throw negative comments
it's
towards
unconsciousness.
somebody. Yeah.
It's just being unconscious.
That's one thing I learned that was 2 years ago, that my first time really putting it on the table to see what it is for.
Yeah.
And from there, I've been trying to figure out, how can we, as a society, Inuit society in Nunavut, how can we pinpoint it so that people recognize it and say, hey, it's not about me, and at least protect themselves in that way. Because when you're starting out a business, this was my experience, and it was tough. I struggled so much internally, and I asked Paul, let's cancel Apatika. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be treated that way. I don't know if I should respond. Do I respond publicly, or like, what do I do? Who do I talk to? Who can help me? Who's experienced in this? And it took me a while to find people who has experience in this. And it turns out everybody has experienced lateral violence.
Yeah.
We just don't know the exact details of what it is.
Yeah, the definition of lateral violence. Yeah, I find it very unfortunate that it's so common in our communities. In our society, I find it unfortunate, and I hope people become more conscious of what they say to people, because in our communities there's a lot of this. Or like not complimenting but commenting, critiquing people's appearances. It's all the time. Why are you wearing that? It's all the time. Children learn that from home. Children are constantly doing that to each other. And that's what I wish would stop. That people have more kindness. Let other people be. Let people wear their hair the way they want. Let people wear clothes that they want to wear without being judged and ridiculed, because it's always people critiquing our tattoos. Why would you do that to your face? Why do you have that hair? If I responded the way people talk to me, I wouldn't have any friends. I find that so many people are so rude.
Comfortably rude.
And it makes me, it boggles my mind at how people think it's okay to to be assholes.
I feel like most people who do that, if they're saying, look at you so critically, they're looking at themselves so critically first.
Yeah.
They look at themselves in the mirror and they say, why is your hair like this? Or they would never
they don't
allow
love
themselves. And I think it comes first from this inner criticism that goes outwards.
Or envy.
And envy, but that's because everyone wants to feel
Envy,
special and loved. And then they see someone else doing something, it makes them feel even smaller. It's always usually insecurity, I think.
Yeah.
But then there's a context, like that's in general for humans. But then sometimes when you're in places or communities where people have just had their self-esteem and self-confidence just so piled on that there's just so much more of that. So people, the only way they can feel better, because if they see someone else doing something good, they think it reflects on themselves not doing something. It just hits that wound, you know?
Yeah.
It really comes from colonization. Let's say the three of us, for example, we're 7, 8 years old, and we're growing up in the north, right? And all of us can't speak English or French, can't read or write. But as time goes, we're starting to learn these stuff because we're such a small region, and the rest of the world is quite advanced. And we're starting to, we have new clothes or new DVD player, and it's exciting. It's something new. And one of you is learning to sew, or maybe you have a boyfriend. Like, life is happening, right?
I'm the one with the boyfriend.
Kasi growing up in a small community, we were always told that maybe it was insinuation that we were not Haluna, that we were Inuit, so we're below Haluna. And that understanding was always there.
Yeah.
Haluna niriyuit, they eat at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and we eat whenever.
Yeah.
They have vacations, they have new stuff, they have bedtime routine, you know?
Yeah.
And we live according to how we live, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with how...
But we've been brainwashed into thinking that we're lesser because we don't have these structured lifestyles and
I think the
schedules.
feeling of being a savage growing up under all of this new world in our communities make us feel less than.
Yes.
So when somebody from our peer is starting to go a bit higher than us, it makes us feel left behind.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can anger people.
Yeah.
And you feel like that person is leaving you behind and you're stuck there.
Yeah.
And I think it hurts people. I remember hurting in that sense, because somebody explained that to me when I first heard about lateral violence. Like, where does it come from? And there's a really good read on it on Native Women's website. There was a research done on lateral violence in Native communities. That it made me really understand, like, how can I stop being a part of lateral violence? And I heard one of the newer term is lateral kindness.
Yeah.
And it's really opposite of that.
Lateral love. Yeah.
We can describe it on paper, but how do we practice it?
Right.
As an everyday thing.
Even
sometimes
I just want to be laterally violent.
Or literally.
Yes, exactly. Just slap people. Some people deserve life changers. Like, psh. Yeah.
Slaps giving.
Like, just the things that people comment on my face just piss me right off.
I've seen them. I've seen them.
Like, and I don't check my notifications. So there'll be comments that are on our Facebook page for like 24 hours or 12 hours. And then I finally catch it and I'm like,
I know.
I put little angry face when I see nasty comments on yours. That's not nice.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Like, my exercise videos, this person, this Inuk man comments, "This woman has nothing better to do." Dude, I'm speaking to you.
Yeah.
It's because I have a lot of things to do that I exercise. I want to live long and live strong. I want healthy bones. I want strong muscles. I don't want diabetes. I don't want heart disease. I don't want high blood pressure. I don't want broken bones. That's why I exercise. You have nothing better to do than to comment on my Facebook.
Yeah.
And also, you don't have to share that. You could keep that to yourself.
Exactly.
And you're sharing it for a reason. You're sharing it to inspire people, to help people see this is part of a journey, a
Because
healthy
you
lifestyle.
want that for them too.
Yeah. Like I want kids to see that there's something more to life.
And your videos are inspiring.
Thank you.
They're all over the place. I love seeing them.
Thank you.
And it always brings me back. I should exercise.
You guys used to walk.
We used to do it on videos.
We too exercised together at some point.
Yeah.
It's always trying to be the bigger person can be exhausting. But you're right. It has to be lateral kindness. Because it's the angriest people that need the most love. I mean, everybody deserves love, and it's angry people that need it the most.
It's a learned behavior for self-defense.
Yeah.
We all want to protect ourselves, right?
And to those who, because when I was before I got sober, I was very negative too. I was aware that I was very negative. More times, I mean, sometimes I wasn't. Sometimes I really believed that person deserved my negativity. But there would be points where I'd be like, I'm tired of myself. I'm tired of being this negative. I'm tired of criticizing and noticing everything that's going wrong.
Doesn't feel good.
No. So I just want to say that if we're questioning that, if we're tired of being negative, then it's a good time to try and understand why. And that's what led me in my my path of healing, is wanting to understand why I was so angry. And it led me to therapy, extensive therapy, healing workshops, listening to podcasts and reading books about how people behave and why people behave the way they behave, and then understanding, okay, I carried a lot of pain, so that's why I was so angry. And I just was angry at people that didn't deserve that. And I just hope that people find that too for themselves. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, how can language and storytelling be used to foster healing?
That's a really good question. Like we were talking about the little resources we have up north for therapy or counseling, but we have our own traditional ways of counseling, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of us growing up have gone through so much trauma after trauma after trauma, to a point where it doesn't really affect you anymore.
Or become numb.
You become
disconnected and numb.
Trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma.
Mm-hmm. It's a tornado inside, a tornado within. If we were to use our language and our own personal experiences, I would think that reaching out to preteens who are starting out in this world on how we started healing, and have books available for them with our own stories, with what we went through, make it completely raw. What did we go through?
Yeah.
Because they've gone through what we've gone through.
Oh, yeah. They're living what we're living. We lived.
Don't leave anything behind. Put it all on the table.
Yeah.
For them to read about it, because they will relate.
Yeah.
But then also talk about when you started realizing these things that were done to you were wrong. Talk about that the moment you realize, because there's always a moment where we say, hey, that's abuse.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's something that happens to you quite often, so it feels kind of normal. But then when you understand that it's abuse and it's not supposed to happen, if we write about that and then finding solutions, what we did to start healing, what we worked on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to show that you can overcome it and you can, get to a better life.
That's why we created this podcast.
Yeah. I love this podcast.
Yeah, thanks.
Your guests are amazing.
Yes.
Like you.
Like you. I guess.
Yeah.
And I would use that with our own language, using our own people, our own experience, personal experiences, what we went through to go through healing, understanding trauma, and behaviors that we learn along the way, what they are.
Yeah.
I think we could go a long way.
Oh, yeah.
With those books. It's short stories.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Because, we can go through our whole life not knowing that we're assholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
my new word of the month is this person has no self-awareness. No self-awareness.
Yeah.
Siga, no self-awareness. But it's a thing. People are not aware of their self, and they just continue to have this really bad behavior, negative behavior, poor me behavior. So if there was a guide for self-awareness.
Yeah. Yeah. We had these in before colonization. We had life rules, we had protocols, we had core values, traditional Inuit values that we lost along the way through colonization. We still have some of them. For those of us who are aware of them, we still very much practice those things like kindness, taking care of the environment, respecting animals, being respectful of elders. There's this value, kikwinik. You're not supposed to So this I find this really a strong value is kikwinik means let's say we're friends and I'm telling you about Jeannie, something really bad about Jeannie. But then you go ahead and tell her. So, kikuyuti. So that hurts Jeannie a lot. But in Inuit culture, we're told we're not supposed to do that. If you hear people talking about someone negatively, you don't go around spreading it.
There.
You don't feed into it. You don't bring it to the person. It's not meant for that person's heart. So you stop it there. I find that so wise. But,
and I find you do that. You've always been like that. You've always stopped information or whatever.
I try to follow that value.
You have.
Yeah, because it hurts when someone, in the past, someone like a young person who doesn't understand this value would come up to me and tell me, this person said this about you, and I'm like, I don't need to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. It's not helpful for me. Why do you think this information is helpful for me?
And why is that person comfortable enough to tell you about that?
Yeah.
And it goes to show like it's rooted in insecurity, because this person wants to be liked by me, I guess. I mean, you know.
Don't be the messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the kinds of values that we have to respect. And like right now, the problem that we have on social media is learning about someone's death on social media. That's another big one that's a real problem in our communities, because in our culture, when someone passes away, there's designated people who are there to inform you of your loved one's passing. It's always been like that.
Yeah, protocol. It's like cultural protocol. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But now, whether people are aware or not, it's like, I gotta share the news fast. I want to be the first one to tell the world this person died. And it's not even about the person who died anymore. It's about the need for this person to get a reaction from social media, which is very disturbing.
Yeah.
Because in my work in grief support training, we talk about the impact of how we hear of a person's death is much harder in the way we hear about the news. So a person who's completely unprepared, who just logs on Facebook and then sees so-and-so died on social media will hurt much deeper than they would if a designated person, a priest or a pastor or an elder, would come and sit with them and gently share the devastating news. And that's what makes a difference in a person's grief. So this is like crucial that people understand that. And I hope people listening are agreeing with I mean, I know a lot of people are agreeing, but to those people who think that it's okay to post about someone's death, they really need to respect. I wish there was like a real official protocol. If someone dies, some people, yes, they're wise and respectful. They will ask the immediate family, is it okay for me to post online now about the passing? Yeah. And then yes, they will. And that, like whatever protocol that would look like, whether it's like, okay, we'll wait for 3 days or 2 days, and then we can post, like whatever it is. I find there just needs to be a set guideline, because like now, like it's with instant messaging, people just shoot messages to each other like, this person died, and there's panic. There's like, we must reach him before they hear it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. It's always a rush now.
Yeah.
That happened to me when my brother died. Because it was me and his children's mother who got the police to do a wellness check on him. So we were the ones that found out that he had passed. And I knew I had to tell my sister immediately. So I called her and I told her to sit down. And then I remember when I hung up, like thinking, oh my God, we need because my brother was adopted. And I remember thinking, I have to stay awake and make sure nobody puts this on Facebook because his parents are sleeping. His father has a really bad heart condition. We decided that we were not going to call and wake him up in the middle of the night to tell him that my brother had passed. But I didn't sleep that whole night, petrified somebody was going to post it on Facebook and that his parents would see it that way. So I remember like 6:30 in the morning is when they found out, and feeling like I could breathe because at least they knew now, you know. But it's such a it's such a reality that we face, and I have found out somebody who I loved very much. I found out through Facebook.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. And I mean, the shock of that and being alone and, you know, it makes grieving harder.
Yeah.
We're not used to that either. It's usually when designated people, when they come to your house, you see them outside.
Yeah.
You know they're coming. You know something bad happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's you get the few minute reaction to brace yourself.
Yeah, brace yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you know you're going to receive bad news. But I mean, we've had that too. I mean, I remember one year they came to our class 3 times.
Yeah.
To inform us, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, imagine somebody that you sit with here all day, every day in class since you're in kindergarten, and you know, and you find out on Facebook. It's not right.
Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, I think talking about these things that we're talking about now is hopefully reaching younger ears.
Yeah.
So that it gives them something to think about.
Or even older ears,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Older ears, because, I mean, sometimes people do it without really realizing the damage it's going to cause, you know, like it's just kind of happens. But when you're aware, you can do different. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I hope people listening will take that little lesson.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This kinds of, what we're talking about is like touching a lot on individuals and feelings and emotions, and I want to talk about like the positive things, empowering each other. I know, Jeannie, you worked a lot in women empowerment when you were as the executive director at Saunders, before you went into full-time business ownership. Can you tell me what kinds of things that you, like, what was your reason with the projects that you made? Why did you do the kinds of projects that you did when you were at Saunders for women?
Like grief workshops?
Sure, whatever projects that you managed, and why did you want to do them?
I think a lot of the discussions came from when we had board meetings with our board of directors and talking about what's available through funding, what topics are important for these women who are sitting as board according to their personal experiences and what they see is missing and maybe what could work, came from our discussions in the board level.
Yeah.
And my job was to find funding for these and people that would be involved as in writing, planning these projects. And because a lot of the projects we did, we hired people on contract that we know have been doing other projects in Nunavik.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times we talked about, wouldn't it be more effective if Inuit women actually did these things?
Yeah.
Instead of non-Inuit?
Yes. Which is so common.
Yeah.
Where outsiders come to our regions, tells us what's good for us.
Yeah. We also believe that solutions can only come from within.
Yeah.
Within our own towns, our own ideas. So we talked about it for sure. A woman with 5 kids who struggle with her teenagers thought about solutions, but without never telling anybody.
Yeah.
So we considered our biggest priority was to get ideas from women from Nunavik, Inuit women from Nunavik, who have experienced all of these, and because of that, they are the solution carriers.
Uh-huh.
And let's see what kind of solutions we can get.
Yeah.
And how you can support the path to their solution.
Yeah. And they do have amazing ideas and solutions.
Yes.
So I find that working for a community organization, nonprofit organization, can be very difficult due to excessive reporting.
Yeah.
Right. The bureaucracy of it all.
The difficulty in funding.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of the funding that's available is not really catering to the ideas of the solutions that our own women carry.
Yeah.
So what the Quebec government did after, because they started a meeting 3 times a year with women's association within Quebec, including Inuit, which was us.
Yeah.
And the rest was First Nations. And they asked us, what can we do for you? What are we not doing enough for you? We want you to tell us what the solutions are so we can go back to our ministers and say, this is what they need. They need this money for this, instead of them deciding what the money is for.
Yeah.
And we thought it was a nice, not nice, but towards decolonizing.
Yeah.
From the government telling us what the solution is, from that to say, hey, you know the solution.
Mm-hmm.
How can we help?
How can we help?
So we did a bunch of projects from that, and
one being grief support workshops.
Yeah, that's still going, eh?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So that's the training that I give with Shauna Hordijk, who's also going to be our guest soon.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the work that we do.
Yeah.
I also took a self-defense course through Satovi.
Yes.
So
I heard about that.
Yes, that was amazing, which is also very empowering. And these are solutions to problems that we face as Inuit women. It doesn't only teach physical safety, it's also the mentality of like, it really teaches you what you don't put up with.
Yeah.
And these seeds of knowledge that grow are so important in like projects like these. So
I find that the most empowering is when it comes from the women that you know.
Yes.
and who's gone through so much worse than you and has a lot more life experience telling you what the solution is. I find that so empowering.
Yeah, rather
They
than
know-
outsiders
Yeah.
that we don't know, that
Yeah.
that have not experienced the same experience that we experience as Inuit women.
They know how to talking about tutsalutisiyi. Project rilangalok sa makatiru sa tukvikoni. Okay. Like I said earlier, solution-oriented board of directors.
Yeah.
I find I worked there for 6 years, I think, as ED. And one of the things that really concerned some of the board members and some members was a lot of the people that take care of big news such as death in the family were dying. So younger people were not being trained.
Right.
My grandmother was one of those.
Yeah. So what we wanted to do, this might still be in the future at Satawid, as the board was really strong on this one, is that we wanted to gather all these volunteers in the community who know this traditional way of letting someone know someone died, and have a curriculum writer,
Right.
and put them all in one room, have a meeting, workshop on it, and then come up with a training manual
Wow.
for the younger
Wow.
generation.
That's a great idea.
And that included preparing the body.
Because they do
funeral.
that
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Because we don't have any morgues.
Yeah.
We don't have morticians. Morticians? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having Hanuili Yosoniko
Wake.
counsel lito kami after seeing something
Debrief?
debrief.
Yeah.
And offer a debrief after seeing a gruesome
Death.
whatever on the body.
Yeah.
Because sometimes these people wash someone who has
Yeah.
a wound.
Yeah.
That would be very hard to see.
Yeah. And these are people, like, they're not doctors. They're volunteers.
And it's somebody, they're doing this to a body that they have seen all
whole
their
life.
life. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the, we had, I don't know,
Lots,
50
hey?
project ideas that we
Wow.
put on the whiteboard. And
Oh, I hope
Prioritize.
they follow through.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
are. Some
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Like, there's
They're doing
the
a
healing
lot.
workshops,
The
the
women's
women's
center.
leadership, the women's center
women's
in
center.
Doorbell that's functioning now.
Beautiful.
that was a long time in the making. And
Yeah.
we
love that
almost gave up
space.
so many times.
Yeah.
It's
we love that
so
space.
beautiful.
Yeah.
We wanted to make it feel like grandma's home.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it
the
does.
couches,
Yeah.
the open space.
The
Yeah,
windows and the
windows.
lights.
Yeah.
It's so welcoming.
Yeah.
And you want to
It's
take a
great.
nap there.
Yeah.
It's like going to grandma's.
When we give workshops there, we really like it. Like, we love
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's home away from home.
Yeah. And I know that children who are placed in foster care in the South
Yeah.
use that center
Once a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For visits
Yeah.
and like supervised visits. And like, there's women that just hang out and do their sewing
We
projects.
should donate kits to them
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
for the kids that go there.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
I've donated our toys, like my daughter's toys. That
I know
she
they need
outgrew.
volunteers for those girls for sewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed
Yeah.
that last time I was there. I wish I could. I mean,
Yeah.
I go mahatasung every Sunday to, offer a few minutes, but
Yeah.
it's so hard to plan and organize when I'm so busy during the week. And
Yeah. I too.
It's
I can
hard.
relate. Yeah.
And maybe I'm a little selfish too, because I really want to rest my
No,
mind.
that's not being selfish. Please.
After a whole week of words.
Yeah.
So many words.
Yeah. No, we understand. But yeah, it's you've done great work and you continue to do great work. Like
I
you're a
love
strong
to be-
woman.
A strong woman comes from trauma. I think trauma makes anybody strong.
Yeah.
I think it gives you more understanding of how things are.
Yeah.
Or how things are the way they are. I find it gives you more insight.
Yeah.
And empathy.
If you're aware.
Yeah.
Like before any awareness, like for me, I was just angry. Like I was just angry.
That tornado within is blinding.
Yeah. And you take everyone with you. Like you take everyone down with you. And hurt people. I was doing that a lot. Yeah.
I wish I was 100% healed, but it's a work in progress.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. I don't believe in like
and
100%
Jeannie,
being
I
healed.
think being kind is the fastest path to healing, and you are so kind.
I try to be kind as much as I can. And
you are.
I always hear my mom speaking behind, like her voice echoes still. She's been gone for 19 years. Yeah. And she used to tell me, I'm going to tell you all of this until your ears bleed.
She used to say that?
Oh.
It was important for her.
I think I've said that to you, Beatrice, not this time, but another time we were talking about Jeannie for something. I think maybe you were going to ask her. And we said that you're so wise. It feels like you're speaking to an elder when we speak to you.
That's what happens when elders adopt you, right? I wasn't adopted by an elder, but like all the people who are adopted by elders are very wise.
I
because
find them different.
Yeah, they are. You are.
I don't
really
see
are.
it in me, but I see it in other people.
Yeah, that's how you are too. There's a wisdom, and it's research based also in other like Western research, but it's very true.
And you have these mannerisms about you that other people might not have, like because you're so used to tending to an elder that at some point need you more than you need them. You know, like you're not the little kid anymore. You're both, you know, like my grandma was always saying, give me that, or go find that, or sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor on your knees.
Bring the food out.
Yeah, a feather.
And then it just becomes second nature. You just do it, you know.
Yeah.
So, one of our friends from Ottawa, she has the bad knee. And I remember the first time I met her, I had to like follow her around and like, you okay, everybody, hey, you need anything? And it's in me because my grandmother, you know, it's how we were trained. So
you learn the cues when to.
Yes. I find that beautiful about Inuit too. Like, totally.
It is so, our culture is so beautiful.
Yeah,
it is.
It really is.
And it gives you a foundation that you can stand on no matter what trauma you go through.
We're some of the most traumatized people in the whole world. And the most resilient. I mean, how amazing is that?
Yeah. We have each other.
In
community.
Yeah.
I miss them. I used to go with my mom almost every night before I was able to play outside on my own. She was gambling, eh?
Yeah.
Seita.
Yeah. Which was very common. Very common.
I grew up with going with her to all these elders' houses, and they stay up until
and
11,
they lay on the floor
midnight.
like this. With a bag of chips
Give me
open
tea.
on the side. Yeah.
And we got a little older, I would say 12, 13. And we started receiving fart sprays.
From where?
Corner store. We would make a little hole on the hammock, the little shack with the canvas top. Make a little hole on there and then spray it.
Who was in those?
They were
hammock?
playing cards.
Okay.
They
Well,
were
while the women
gambling.
are gambling.
The elders, yeah.
Okay. A little confession.
Oh, it didn't take long for them to know what was happening. Yeah, we got in trouble. But it was so funny. Great idea at the time.
Good times. Well, this is the end of our conversation already.
Again?
Yes.
Hey, I have a comment before you go there.
Yeah. You have some stuff in your bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'll show you them in a second.
Okay.
Kasi I wanted to make a comment about what you were asking before. Ilagay ako matsugo. You know how in different regions throughout Canadian Inuit communities, we have the same word for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Inuksuk, nanop, tupik, sikuk, aputik.
Yeah.
And all these, how many years now? Hundreds of thousands of years, we use the same words all over, right?
Yeah.
Or similar.
Yeah.
But they didn't have ways to communicate all of that like we do today.
Yeah.
How come we're not taking advantage of that super high-speed communication tool to integrate whatever new words we're getting, like tariff, for example?
Yeah.
How come we're not working together like that? Danila and I have been talking about that. Like, how come we have no one platform, something to go to where we can say, hey, this region is saying that. Why don't we adapt it?
Are you going to make that?
No, I can't. I'm a business.
Okay.
So I can't create new words because I'm a business.
Okay.
And so now organizations like Avatak, they have that hat.
Yes.
Yeah. So I stay away as much as I can so that we don't create new words. So we just find what's being used out there to respect how it was started to be used.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting to have that.
We should have that by now.
Yeah.
And then you could use it because it's been used.
Yeah,
and we can understand each other more from Inuvik to Nunavik.
Yeah. Yeah.
How come we don't know what computer is in that
Yeah.
ASEAN ni ati haktoy Nayoumealuk mata uko ano ta tiki ukasimaru. So
very interesting. Yeah, Avatak is supposed to have, I think they're in charge of the language department. I think there's a new language.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of amazing plans they've been announcing in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
We're so excited for new stuff to come out.
Hooray for Avatak.
Updated stuff.
Yeah.
Yay! Avatak.
We're always, I very much appreciate Avatak because they're so supportive of our art, my art, like through grants and.
Yeah, they have amazing grant system too, eh?
Yeah.
Not only financially supportive, but just I've always felt like Avatak was holding my hand.
Yeah, promoting and showing you.
And they're keeping all this genealogy information.
Oh, yeah.
I find that amazing. Yeah. They go way back.
Yes.
I have mine from them I got a couple of years ago.
I have mine too.
I love the names.
Yeah, you can get your genealogy tree.
Yeah.
It takes a while, but
I should do that.
Yeah.
And it's free.
Ooh, love free.
So what do we have here?
I have a bit of promotional items. I have pencils.
Nice.
These are pretty much testers of what we're planning to do at Apataka.
Nice.
So we want to expand our business a bit more.
Yeah.
We have pins. I brought pins. And
Wow.
nice.
these are not engraved. So we have 2 different kinds. One is engraved and one is printed. That. And I think you'll love this one. Apatika candy.
What? Look at that. That's the best. Wow.
Kids love that.
I bet.
Trade shows, there's usually lots of kids. Yeah,
Amazing.
That's what I brought. You guys can have it.
Thank you. I want a pin.
Pin?
I want to wear a pin on my new jean jacket. Love it.
Very cool. I am so very proud of you. You inspire me so much.
Ilitilo, look what you're doing.
Ifilo. It's so fun. It's empowering to see friends and fellow Inuit women who are succeeding and living the best life they can.
Asubo.
And we know you just want the best for everybody, you know?
Yeah.
So super
Especially
proud of
for Inuit. I think we deserve it.
Of course.
And it's about time. It's about damn time
Ile.
that we stand up,
Yeah.
do our own thing.
and that translations are being understood, our voices are loud and clear and available and up there with every other information that's coming out in the world.
Yeah. I think 10 years from now, available, we're doing so much research. I think we're going to be doing a lot less research because there's so much coming out all the time, every day. There's so much coming out every single day that we see. And it's incredible how all of these, I mean, but if you know where to look,
Yeah.
it's so rich out there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. For example, Getsotik,
Yeah.
if you think about it, the original word where the Getsotik came from was Mikweyaktorio Amik.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Getsugo.
Oh.
So Gianiyo. So Getsotik. Onaktumi Ohama. There's so many words that we use today that came from traditional words.
Yeah.
So it's so interesting when you find a new word that's old.
It's
or
too
a
bad.
new word that's old.
Yeah.
It's too bad we couldn't have Jeannie and Louis Jacques at the same time because I think you both would have been like so interested in each other's
The words. Yeah.
with each other's information.
I want to learn so much more. There's so much to learn.
Yeah.
So many words we could be using today.
Do you have late Matahauke's terminology book? I have it if you want a copy. I don't think there's an unofficial title, but it's by her.
No, I don't have it.
I have a copy, so I can give you a copy.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
someone gave
my
it to me. Yeah.
Best gift ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, this is the end, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Nakumeyo akalo si makay naravit, Jeannie.
Asuguto. That was fun.
Yes.
So fun. So fun.
Nakume marialok te maulaw kamigata. Everyone at home, thanks for your support. If you wish to support us further, be sure to head over to our Patreon on patreon.com/northern and join us over on Discord to keep this conversation going. Day malaukat.